Here we go. You can all sit down, but pay attention because you all have a part in this story. Okay? All right, all getting situated. The folks here and the folks at home. I'm so glad you're all here this morning. It's a special morning. This is called the Transfiguration, today is, and it's a special day in the church. So you all just heard the gospel as I read it. Now, let me tell you how our story rises out of the biblical story. You are in this story. I hope you will put your body into the story to make the story your own. So here's how we're going to do it. We are going up the mountain with Jesus, Peter, James, and John. So I invite you who are willing, I hope many of you, to step out into the aisle. You can stay close to your parents, but step out into the aisle. And I invite you to discover for yourself, oh, wonderful, and to show others how it feels to climb this mountain. Okay? We're going to take big steps up the mountain, climbing the mountain, up the mountain. This is a long mountain. Okay. Take deep breaths because you get out of breath going up the mountain. It's a long path. We get to the top. This climb has made us sleepy. Find a place to sit down and close your eyes because you are so sleepy. Now, with your eyes closed, try to see what is happening in our story. Suddenly, at the top of this mountain, the air around us changes. We are inside a glowing light. In a sort of dream, we see that Jesus' clothes have become dazzling white. Now, two other people come to stand next to Jesus. And somehow in your dream, you know who these people are. One is Moses, who led God's people for 40 years through the wilderness to the promised land. The other is Elijah, who led God's people when a wicked king and queen worshiped idols instead of worshiping God. Moses and Elijah each put an arm around Jesus because they tell him that his life on earth is coming to an end. Jesus is going to come and live with them in the realm of everlasting love. As you see this happen, a great love for Jesus swells up in your own heart. Can you feel that love and awe there on the mountain? And so you want to do something because now you know that Jesus will be leaving you in this life. You want to keep Jesus with you. Maybe we could put the lift tent back up for Jesus. But now a cloud comes and covers you so you're afraid. Breathe in the cold dampness of the cloud with the light shining through it. A great voice like thunder surrounds you in the cloud. This is my son. He is the one I have chosen. Obey him. The voice fades, but the echoes ring in your ears up on that mountain. And now you sort of wake up and you are back in your seat, or come and sit back in your seat if you have left it. And if you're very, very much asleep, you could just listen. Griffin knows how to do this story. He is in it. So we are back on level ground at St. Martin's, and here's where our story comes in to the biblical story. You know that our priest, Reverend Barb Ballinger, has been with us for most of your lives, certainly for the whole time of Lift. And now she is leaving us to go be a priest at St. Peter's in Glenside. I am as sad about this as Peter and James and John were sad to learn that Jesus was leaving them. But I am also glad, as they were, to know that great person Barb and that great person Jesus. Barb has taught me to know more about Jesus. I wish she could be with us longer, forever. But I know that my life has changed and grown because of her. I will keep faithful to Lift and to loving Jesus as she taught me. I hope you know what a light has shone on us because of Barb. You may come to know it more and more in your continuing life at St. Martin's. We have been blessed for sure. And that is the good news for today. Amen. Thank you for doing that story with me.